the Milton H. Johnson Health Center. We now ask that you stand and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's game is the Panhandle Conference contest between the Gulf Coast State College Commodores and your Chipola Indians. Let's meet the teams. First of all, on the visiting side, we have the Commodores. Starting for the Commodores, number 2, Josh Reed. Number 5, Teddy Hall. Number 10, Mikey Stebro. Number 24, Simeon German. And number 30, Chase Forte. Head coach for the Commodores, Phil Gaffney. Make some noise for your Chipola MBB. And over the 6'7" sophomore from Tipton, Georgia, number 1, J.T. Warren. That guard, the 6'2" sophomore from Concord, South Carolina, number 10, Derek Butler. Back forward, the 6'8" freshman from Troy, Alabama, number 12, Tay Knox. Back guard, the 6'2" sophomore from the Bahamas, number 13, Tate Albury. And at guard, the 6'2" freshman from Hartwell, South Carolina, number 24, Zach Bell. Head coach for the Indians, Tommy Kendall. Assistant coaches, Lane Blue, Jared Harris, Katie Glenhill, and John Smith. Shot clock operators, Ray Long. Clock operators, Billy Bell. Scorer, Karen Davis. Down operator, Terry Clark, Tucker Brush. Big screen by John Rushing. And
And good evening, sports fans, and welcome to this broadcast of Chipola basketball on YouTube TV, CCTV. Coming your way, Clint Cox coming to you courtside from the Robert Trammell Court here on the campus of Chipola College in Marianna, Florida. We are in the Milton H. Johnson Center, again in Chipola. Indians are in white. We are hosting our oldest rival, the Commodores of Gulf Coast. Warren for a three-pointer, and it is good. JT Warren, where's number one? And gets the first basket of the night, giving the Indians the early lead. Let's go back over the starting lineups for you as Warren almost comes up with a steal for Chipola. In addition to Warren in the starting lineup, we've got Derek Butler wearing number 10. Also number 13, Dayton Albury. And then rounding it out, we have Eric Bell. Let's correct that. Zach Bell, number 24, as well as Tay Knox, number 12. That's your starting five for the Indians. We'll get the Commodores in just a moment, but right there is a bucket by the Commodores. That is Tay Hall with the bucket. And it's a 3-2 game. Indians with the lead. They'll work it inside. We got a whistle and a stoppage of play. I believe it will be Indian basketball.
That's number 5 over the Commodores. His first, team first.
Foul is going to go against Tay Hall. That's his first team foul against the Commodores. It will not be a shooting foul, so the Indians will inbound the basketball. Is that correct? No, now they say it will be a shooting foul. So at the free throw line is Tay Knox, 6'8" freshman out of Troy, Alabama. First free throw is up and no good by Knox. Second free throw on its way. He makes one of two. Gives the Indians a early 4-2 lead. Indians come in here with a record of 26 wins and 2 losses. They are 8-2 in conference play. And they are in first place of the conference. I'll tell you a little bit more about the conference race later in the broadcast. Gulf Coast comes into this game 13-13 overall. There's a three-pointer that's no good by the Commodores. Rebound Indians. 13-13 overall, and in conference play, 2-7. Indians with a missed shot. There's a stick back and good by Tay Knox. Grabbed the missed shot, stuffed it back in. We got a 6-2 lead. Donnie Tyndall at the helm for the Chipola Indians. Phil Gaffney, the head coach for the Commodores. Wednesday, the Indians got a 9-point win over Pensacola on the road. And with Northwest beating Tallahassee on Wednesday, that put Chipola in sole possession of first place. We have a half-game lead over second place Northwest and a game-and-a-half lead over Tallahassee. Missed shot by the Commodores. Rebound goes to the Indians. Albury over to Butler for three. It's good. Derek Butler with the tray. Commodores with the basketball. Indians are in the white uniforms. Commodores are in the navy blue uniforms. On your TV screen, depending on your color schemes, it might just be white and dark. 3 on the shot clock. They get the shot off, and it is no good. Rebound goes to Chipola. Warren with the rebound. Driving, shooting. And going to the free throw line will be Albury. And Chipola getting ready to send in some subs. Gulf Coast will be getting ready to do the same. Dayton Albury goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple. 6'2" sophomore out of the Bahamas. First free throw up and good. So 3 coming in for Chipola. Let's tell you who those folks are. Cliff Davis wearing number 0. Jamil Safadine wearing number 23. And the missed shot. And wearing number 30, Gerald Colonel. So Colonel, Warren, Albury, Safadine, and Davis on the floor for Chipola. Run down some of the Gulf Coast players on the floor. That's Reed with the pull-up jumper. Indians with the ball. They'll work it underneath to Colonel, and he will flush it down, and the Indians leading big 12-4 right out of the gate. Commodores nearly throw it away, but last touch by J.T. Warren. Gulf Coast going with some subs. Commodores inbound the basketball. They do so to Alex Matthews wearing number 1. Also on the floor is Houghton I should say. Houghton wearing number 4. That's him with the basketball right there. Chase Forte with the ball right there. They go underneath to Tay Hall. Can't make the connection, goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Gulf Coast. And the 5th player on the floor for the Commodores, the big man, Simon German, 6'10" out of Nigeria. Commodores with the basketball. 3-point shot is launched by Forte. It is no good. Rebound goes to Chipola. And it is 12-4. Going to have a charge against the Indians. Cliff Davis whistled for the foul. Albury will now check out, and checking into the game, number 11, Gabe Vargas out of Miami, Florida. So 5 subs, so all starting 5 Chipola out of the game right now. Commodores, a long 2, no good. Rebound goes to Vargas. He'll hand it off to Safadine. He will drive, kicks it to Vargas. Cross court to Davis. Down in the corner. Up top to Davis. To Safadine. Head fake, drive, kicks it to Davis. He wants a long 3. In and out, won't go. Rebound, Commodores. Doors with the basketball. They want a long 3. It's good. Trey Gifford with the tray. So Trey Gifford hit a tray. How about that, folks? Safadine wants a tray. Can't get it to drop. Rebound. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Commodore. And it'll be Chipola basketball. And there's a media timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 14-42. Chipola leading 12-7 over the Commodores of Gulf Coast State College.
Chipola cheerleaders.
Timeout is over. 14:42 left in this first half. Lady Indians fall to Lady Commodores in game number 1. It's been sophomore night here, so they recognize all the sophomores from the men and women's basketball team in between the two games, and then they will recognize the sophomore cheerleaders at halftime of the men's game. Right now, back to the action. Safadine will drive, shoots, can't get it to fall, but he gets his own rebound. And he's going to step on the baseline, and the turnover will give it to the Commodores. Looking at the conference standings for the Panhandle Conference on the men's side, Chipola 8-2. Northwest is 7-3. Tallahassee is 6-3. As there's a turnover by the Commodores. Indians with the ball. Colonel will drive to the basket. He's going to go to the floor. I believe we're going to have a foul against the Commodores. Gulf Coast is in 4th place. They are 2-7 in conference play. Pensacola 1-9 in conference play. Chipola looking to inbound the basketball. This is Vargas. Does get it into Colonel. Now we'll get it up top. This is Cliff Davis with the ball. To Vargas, to Safadine, to Vargas, back to Safadine, wants 3, good. His first points of the ball game, and it gives us a 15-7 lead. Three-pointer by the Commodores, no good. Chipola 26-2 on the season overall. And obviously, if they're 8-2 in conference play, both losses on the season coming in conference play. So they were unbeaten when we started January. Commodores with the ball. Matthews with it on the wing. Looks to go inside, and Chipola will try to defend that. They're going to whistle the Indians for a foul. Picking up the foul for Chipola, Paul Green, the 6'6" sophomore out of the Bahamas. That'll send a Commodore to the free throw line. Tay Hall out of Atlanta, Georgia, at the charity stripe for the Commodores. First free throw is up and no good. And now wholesale substitutions coming in. So back into the game for Chipola is Warren, Albury, Bell, and Knott. So Safadine is the only player that stayed in for the Indians. Free throw is up and good by Hall. He makes 1 of 2. And it's a 7-point lead for the Indians. Bell with the basketball. Works it underneath to Safadine. Up top to Albury. To the corner to Warren for 3. Good. J.T. Warren. He's got 6 in the game. Indians with a steal. There's the feed from Safadine to Albury. Layup is good. It's 20-8. Another steal. Loose ball on the floor. And not sure who came up with it. And the crowd gives a nice hand for that defensive effort by the Indians. So it'll be Gulf Coast basketball. We've played about 7.5 minutes in this first half, and the Indians leading by 12. Commodores want 3. It's no good. Warren with the rebound. Outlet to Albury. To Butler. To Albury. Underneath. Drive. Shoots. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Indians. Put back no good. But a whistle underneath. So Tay Knox will go to the free throw line and shoot. He's from Troy, Alabama, 6'8" freshman. Home of the Trojans. Free throw is up and good by Knox. 2 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight. Roadmap fairly simple for Chipola. Win tonight. Win next Saturday when they go to Tallahassee. They're the conference champs. They go to the state tournament as the conference champ. It gets a little muddier if they should lose one of these last 2 games. Right now the Commodores with the basketball. You got to figure Chipola favored to win tonight. They come in, they're 8-2 in conference play. Gulf Coast 2-7, so favored to win. If they can hold serve tonight, get the win, then they go to Tallahassee. They can win it outright with a win over Tallahassee. Depending on how some other things go, if they lose to Tallahassee, and depending on what Northwest does, you could wind up with a 3-way tie for first, as hard as that is to imagine. And if that happens, there will be a playoff the following week to determine who gets to go. Again, the simplest thing, just win tonight, win next Saturday night, you're all in. Commodores, shot is up and it will not drop in. Indians come up with the rebound. And the big man for the Commodores is going to be whistled for the foul. Simon German with the foul. I believe he may pronounce that first name Simon. There's a long down court pass. It's caught. Bell will put it in, and the Indians lead 24-8. Commodores look to go inside. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. There's a drive, a shot, no good. Rebound. Indians. Butler with the rebound, brings it down. To Albury. Underneath. It goes to the big man, and Tay Knox will slam it home. Hello, Troy, Alabama. T-Roy, as some would say. 26-8, Indians with the lead. Indians will come up with the block. Albury down the court. There's another slam. A royal flush. They're going to wave it off. They're going to call Albury with the charge just before the pass was made. Looked great, but the folks in stripes wave it off. Substitutions for Chipola now. Into the game is Colonel, along with Moore, Davis, and Green. So Derek Butler, the only Indian staying on the floor. Indians in the white uniforms, Gulf Coast in the navy blue uniforms. Not sure what the stoppage of play is about. Coach Gaffney talking to the officials about something. Maybe an issue with the clock. Either way, we're ready to go. Commodores inbound the basketball. They'll bring it down the floor. Forte. Drive, shoots. And we're going to have a whistle and a foul. Chipola faithful wanting a traveling infraction. They don't get that call. So the Commodores will go to the free throw line. So at the free throw line for Gulf Coast, Chase Forte out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And his first free throw is up and good. Makes them both. Gets the Commodores into double digits, 26-10 now the score. Cliff Davis with the ball for the Indians. Where's number 0? Into the corner to Moore for 3, no good. Green with the rebound to Butler. He'll drive to the lane. Left-handed layup is good off the glass. Nice move that time by Derek Butler out of Concord, North Carolina, 6'2" sophomore. We have passed the midway mark of this first half. And I believe at the next stoppage, we'll have a media timeout. That's what it looks like. So with 9:37 left in this first half, Chipola leading by 18, 28-10. We'll take a break. Here come the Chipola cheerleaders. .37 left in the first half. Indians leading big, 28-10 over the visiting Commodores of Gulf Coast. Commodores inbound the basketball. Indians will come up with the steal. We want to run, but we can't hang on to it down at the other end. It'll belong to Gulf Coast. So the Indians will play tonight. They will be off this week, during the week. And then they will next be in action next Saturday night when they travel to the state capitol to take on the Eagles of Tallahassee. And on Wednesday, the Eagles of Tallahassee will travel to Northwest. So depending on how that game comes out, that will set up the Saturday night matchup. If Northwest should beat TCC on Wednesday, then I think the final will come down to Chipola and Northwest as the top two teams, and it will just depend on who will be first and who will be second. A TCC win on Wednesday over Northwest throws everything into more of a chaotic state and sets up the potential for a three-way tie. Just stay tuned for more news, and we'll keep you posted on all that. Free throw is no good. Coming in, though, is Ingram. He knocks the ball out of bounds. It will belong to Chipola. So Chipola getting ready to inbound the basketball. We got J.T. Warren on the floor along with Derek Butler, Paul Green, Cliff Davis, and Kendall Moore. Long down court pass, and we'll try to save it. We throw it back. The Commodores get it. They'll work it inside. Hall puts a shot up, no good. Rebound, Indians. And a foul against the Commodores. Tay Hall picking up the foul. That's number 3 on him. And we still have almost 9 minutes left in the first half. So picking up the foul for Chipola is Butler. Indians with 9 team fouls, Commodores with 6. Indians will steal the inbound play. Davis drives the length of the floor, lays it up. It's off the glass. It was no good. He was fouled. Then there was, the scarier part was the Gulf Coast player fell, landed right on top of Cliff Davis. Good news is Cliff Davis is up. And we wouldn't expect anything different. He's from old Thomasville, Georgia. I wonder if he's a Yellow Jacket or a Bulldog. No, I'm not talking about, well, I guess you could be talking about the state of Georgia, but I'm talking about Thomasville, the city of Thomasville. One high school is the Bulldogs. One high school is the Yellow Jackets. And, of course, in the great state of Georgia, you got the Georgia Bulldogs and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Rebound goes to Gulf Coast. Josh Reed grabbed that rebound, put it back in off the glass to make it a 30-13 lead for the Indians. Chipola gets it across the half-court line. This is Albury. Tries to go underneath to Green, stolen by the Commodores. They work it around the perimeter. They want 3. They can't get it. Rebound goes to Albury. Over to Davis. Thought about a 3. Now will drive. Lays it up and in. Nice ball played right there by Cliff Davis. Gave the head fake. Got the lane cleared. Drove in. Laid it off the glass for the bucket. Commodores with the ball. They trail our Indians big right now, 32-13. These two teams have played twice this season. Chipola winning both matchups. That free throw is, or that shot is no good by the Commodores. Davis with the rebound and sets up the offense. Over to Butler. Into the corner to Albury. His 3, no good. Rebound Commodores. 7:15 left to play in the first half. Nice ball movement by the Commodores, but they can't get the follow. They get the rebound, can't get that stick back, and the Indians get it. We get it down the floor, and up and in is Butler with the bucket. Down on this end, Indians will commit a foul. Albury committing the foul. That's his second. And Chipola gets ready to check in 5 brand new players. First free throw is up and good by Forte. And here come those 5 new players for Chipola. As run down into the game. J.C. Curry, number 3. Tay Knox, number 12. Zach Bell, number 24. Gabe Vargas, number 11. And Jamil Safadine, number 23. That's your Indians on the floor for Gulf Coast. Let's see what 5 they've got out there. They've got Houghton along with Gifford. Forte. There's a tray that is up and good from Zach Bell with the 3, and it's 37-15. Also for the Commodores on the floor is Ingram, number 10. And the 5th player, number 2, Josh Reed. 3-point shot launched, no good, but Reed right there to get the finish. And the follow, he's got 4 points in the contest. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the first half. 3-point shot is up and good from J.C. Curry. Comes in off the bench. First touch is a 3-pointer. Commodores with the ball. Reed drives, head fake, shot. It's up, it's good, off the glass. 6 points for Reed. Bell with the ball for the Indians. He pulls up at the free throw line. Jump shot, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Won by the Commodores. Driving, shooting, missing, off the glass is Forte. Safadine with the rebound. He'll work it inside to Knox. Back to Curry for 3. In and out, won't go. Safadine goes for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. I believe it's going to belong to Chipola with 5:12 to play in the first half. Indians inbound the basketball. Curry puts a shot up. It's good. J.C. Curry comes in. He's got 5 points in the game. And there's 5 minutes left in this first half. Commodores with the ball. They go inside to Matthews, and he will be fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Colonel getting ready to check in for Chipola. We got a media timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 4:50 to play in this first half. Chipola leading big, 42-19.
Let's introduce Chipola cheerleaders. Just a reminder to stick around in your seats at halftime as we'll have our Chipola cheerleader sophomore presentation.
And we're ready to get back to action right here on the Robert Trammell Court inside the Milton H. Johnson Center on the campus of Chipola College. Clint and all the gang from CCTV here with you tonight. I believe we've got Emma back in the house after coming over from the baseball game. Indians win in baseball action this afternoon 10-0. Free throws up and is good, and it is 42-21. Vargas goes underneath to Colonel. I don't think Colonel was expecting it. He couldn't get a handle on it. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. We'll give it to Gulf Coast. Commodores with the ball. Ingram up top to Halton. They hand it off to Matthews. Over to Forte. To Reed. Spins, shoots, misses, rebound, goes to Gulf Coast, but the shot clock has expired. The shot by the Commodores never hit the rim. So even the rebounds, shot clock was still running, it never reset. Safadine on the floor, drives, tries to shoot, it's stolen away from him. Commodores with the ball. Three-pointer off the mark from Halton. This is Vargas to Safadine. He wants three. It's good. Jamil Safadine. Tell you, when he can square up and get set, there's no three-pointer that's too far away for him. 45-21. Three-pointer on the way from Forte. It is good. And with 3:27 to play in the first half, Indians leading by 21. Curry to Safadine. Drives underneath to Colonel. And that is a nice feed from Jamil Safadine and an excellent finish from the Colonel. Three-point shot from Forte. He's hit back-to-back trays. It's now a 20-point lead for Chipola. Vargas to Bell. He drives, he shoots, he scores. Bell with 5 points on the night, and the Indians lead 49-27. A three launched, no good. Saved by Ingram, but right to an Indian. Bell brings it down, pull up, no good. Battle for the loose ball. Commodores come up with it. Long down court pass. And Forte missed his layup, got his own rebound, went back up and was fouled. Colonel with the foul for Chipola. That's going to be 3 on him. Chase Forte to the free throw line, 6'3" sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. First free throw is up and no good. And 5 brand new Indians come in for the final 2 minutes and 12 seconds of the first half. Warren, Butler, Albury, Cliff Davis, and Paul Green. So 3 of the starters of the game, joined by Green and Davis. Green with the rebound, hands it to Albury. Davis to Green. Can't get that one to drop. Battle for the loose ball. Goes out of bounds. belongs to the Commodores. Gulf Coast with the ball. Again, they're in the navy blue uniforms, and Indians are in the white uniforms trimmed in navy blue. We're blue and gold, they're blue and gold, but it is definitely different blues and different golds. Commodores will launch it, and that tray is good from Reed. Leads Gulf Coast with 9 points, and it's a 19-point lead for the Indians with 1.5 minutes to play in the first half. Davis thought about a three. Now to Green inside, back to Davis. He wants three. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Commodores. Matthews brings it down. Hands it off to Gifford. His tray is good, and Gulf Coast making a little run right here. They've got it to within 16. Green drives. His shot blocked, taken away by the Commodores. Reed to Matthews, and he will throw it away. Matthews got a little impatient right there and had a chance for Gulf Coast with a three to get it within 13 in the last minute of the first half. I know Coach Gaffney would love to see his Commodores at least get it down to single digits. Safadine with the miss on the long three. Commodore ball. Forte for three. He's feeling it. Three-pointers for Forte. And Donnie Tyndall has called a timeout, and he's encouraging his young men not to let off the throttle. Back underway for the final 35 seconds of this first half. Chipola with the basketball. Albury with it up top. Picks up the dribble, in trouble. Gets it to Warren. Underneath to Safadine. And there's the flush. Colorado style. Rocky Mountain High. Safadine from Denver, Colorado. And a timeout on the floor by Gulf Coast. Final seconds of the first half. Gulf Coast with the basketball. Matthews with the ball, guarded by Butler. And the shot is up. Will it count? They are going to say yes. Yes, bucket will count. So your halftime score will be Chipola 51, Gulf Coast 38. And so with that, we'll take a break. We'll come back with the second half action in just a few moments.
Cheerleader presentation. The cheerleaders will join their coaches, Melissa Lattimore and Fairney Amos at center court. First up, we have Juliet Alday. Sophomore Juliet Alday is the daughter of Joseph and April Alday. While at Chipola, Juliet was a cheerleader, ran cross country, and was president of Mu Alpha Theta. She plans to transfer to FSU to pursue a degree in finance and then pursue a law degree. Juliet Alday. Next up, we have Emma Castaneda. Sophomore Emma Castaneda is the daughter of Marie and Lee David. While at Chipola, she was a cheerleader. She plans to transfer to FSU to finish her undergrad and then attend med school. Emma Castaneda. Next up, we have Danae Dasher. Danae is the daughter of Kathy LaFontaine and Bert Dasher. While at Chipola, Danae was a cheerleader, a member of SGA and the Honors Program. She plans to transfer to FSU PC to pursue a degree in crime scene investigation. Danae Dasher. Next up, we have Peyton Enfield. Peyton is the daughter of Donnie Enfield and Lori Chambliss. Peyton plans to transfer to the University of Florida to pursue a degree in civil engineering. Peyton Enfield. Next up, we have Mary Emma Hosper. Mary Emma is the daughter of Ken and Georgia Hosper. While at Chipola, Mary Emma was a cheerleader, ran cross country, and was a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and was the social media representative for Chipola Student Scientist Association. She plans to transfer to FSU to pursue a degree in exercise physiology. Mary Emma Hosper. Next up, we have Autumn Jefferson. Autumn is the daughter of L.J. Jefferson and Jessica and Neil Davis. While at Chipola, Autumn was a cheerleader and will graduate next fall from the cosmetology program. Autumn Jefferson. Next up, we have Audra Phillips. Audra is the daughter of Ken and Natasha Phillips. While at Chipola, Audra was a cheerleader and participated in FCA. She plans to transfer to FSU to pursue a degree in science education. Audra Phillips. Next up, we have Emily Ann Rolette. Emily Ann is the daughter of Kim and Kwali Rolette. While at Chipola, Emily Ann was a cheerleader, student ambassador, and in the Trio Society. She plans to transfer to a 4-year university to pursue a degree in psychology before attending law school. Emily Ann Rolette. Next up, we have Lauren Saunders. Lauren is the daughter of Shannon and Amy Saunders. While at Chipola, she was a cheerleader and the current Miss Jackson County. She plans to transfer to FSU in the fall to pursue a degree in marketing. Lauren Saunders. Next up, we have Gabby Steverson. Gabby is the daughter of Vicky Steverson. While enrolled at Chipola, she was a cheerleader. She plans to transfer to FAMU to major in English and then later attend law school. Gabby Steverson. And our final cheerleader sophomore, Emily Stone. Emily is the daughter of Rebecca Stone. While at Chipola, Emily was a cheerleader and will graduate from cosmetology program. Emily Stone. Let's hear it one more time for all of our Chipola sophomore cheerleaders.
And we get ready to start second half action here at the Milton H. Johnson Center on the campus of Chipola College in beautiful Marianna, Florida. The Robert Trammell Court, Gulf Coast with the basketball. They missed their opening shot of the second half. They trail our Indians 51-38. Chipola had a 21-point lead with about 4 minutes to play in the first half. Gulf Coast narrowed the margin and trailed by 13 at the half. Chipola with the basketball. Albury will inbound it to Bell. He drives, he shoots, he scores. So Zach Bell with the bucket. Bell now with 9 points in the contest. Commodores with the ball. Again, they are dressed in the navy blue uniforms trimmed in gold. Indians are dressed in the white uniforms trimmed in navy blue. That foul is going to go against Gulf Coast. Matthews with the foul, his first foul. And it'll be Chipola basketball. Albury to Warren. To Bale. Alley-oop to Knox. And LOT Roy, Alabama again. Knox with the slam, 55-38 the score. Commodores for three. It's no good. They get their own rebound, but the Indians pick their pockets. Butler comes up with the ball. He'll bring it down. Missed shot. Rebound, Gulf Coast. And the Commodores can't get it to drop. They have two tries at it. Miss them both. Bell brings it down. Hands it off to Butler. He wants three. It's no good. Tip up. No good. Commodores with the rebound. Doors will lose the basketball. Warren will pick it up. Warren for three. He nails them. He's got 9 points in the game, all of them coming from beyond the three-point line, and he's a 6'7" sophomore. Don't see a lot of 6'7" guys that can shoot those threes like that. But there's a three right there from Gulf Coast, and that is 40. He's been having the hot hand for the Commodores. 40 with the three. It is 58-41. Indians with the basketball. This is Bale out top. 4 on the shot clock. He drives, he shoots, he scores, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Zach Bale, 6'2" freshman from Barnwell. You can see it. Let me get my glasses and look. That is Bamwell, if I'm reading that right. Bamwell, South Carolina. Thought at first it was Barnwell, but I think it's Bamwell. Got to check on that. Nonetheless, he's from South Carolina, and he's trying to make a three-point play the old-fashioned way, and that's just what he does. (61-41), back to a 20-point lead for the Indians. Commodores for three. It's good. Forte with another tray. I got him with 5 3-pointers this game. There's the alley-oop and the slam dunk by Colonel. Gerald Colonel with the flush. Nice pass that time from Albury. Commodores work it inside. Now back out to Forte for three. He is red hot. Forte with the bucket. He had 13 at the half and 9 so far. My Jackson County math gives him 22 points. Albury drives, goes underneath to Colonel. Reverse layup, no good. Shot clock expired, but it's Commodore basketball. And the Commodores will flush one down on the other end. Tay Hall with the bucket. Albury drives. They'll work it back outside to Bell. He's in a little bit of trouble, needs help. Gets it underneath to Colonel. He can't get the ball to go down over the rim. I think he was not sure whether to slam it or try to lay it in there. Kind of went up, set it on the rim. It would not go down. Got his own rebound, got fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Give him A for effort right there. Stayed with it. Gerald Colonel, 6'8", freshman out of Savannah, Georgia. First free throw up, no good. Cliff Davis checking into the game along with Jamil Safadine. J.C. Curry in there. Cliff Davis and Gabe Vargas. Colonel can't get the second one to drop either, and the Commodores have the basketball. We have played nearly 5 minutes in this second half, and there's a collision, and Colonel goes down, and we hope he's going to be okay, folks. He took a nasty spill. Went high in the air to go for the block shot. The shooter kind of leaned in to draw the foul and shoot the shot, and Colonel was off his feet and took a nasty spill. The good news, he is up, he is walking on his own, and the trainers are over there looking at, or have got him. They'll take him and check him out, make sure he's okay. Three-point shot launched from the Commodores. Forte finally misses one. This is Curry driving, dishing. Warren with it. Backs his way down. Little one-handed jump shot is good. Warren shows that he can hit them from the inside as well. He's got 11 points in the contest. Commodores' shot is up. It is good by Hall. Tay Hall with the bucket. 65-51. Curry to Vargas to Safadine for three. Comes up short. Commodores with the rebound. Forte will bring it down. Working it around, and this is Forte for three. He's hit 4 3-pointers in the second half, 3 in the first half. 7 threes in this game for Forte. Kick ball by Gulf Coast. It'll belong to Chipola. And we may have a timeout on the floor. I believe we do. 13:42 left to play in the contest. Indians leading 65-54. About ready to get back underway here. 13:42 left in the second half. Indians leading 65-54. We have the basketball. We've led by as many as 21 in this game. Right now, we lead by 11. Cliff Davis for three. Make that we lead by 14. Davis with the bucket. His first points of the night. 68-54. Commodores with the basketball. Forte puts his three-pointer up. It's short. Maybe he's running out of bullets. Wouldn't hurt our feelings any. Davis fires away from three. It's no good. Forte with the ball, hands it off to Matthews. Over to Reed. To Gifford. Ingram with the basketball. Looks to go inside to Matthews. Loose ball, scramble for it. It's knocked out of bounds. It will belong to Gulf Coast, I believe. Albury will check into the game. Davis will check out. Tay Knox will check into the game for Chipola. Warren will check out. So for Chipola, we got Vargas, Albury, Safadine, Knox, along with Vargas. That's your five for the Indians. For Gulf Coast, they've got Matthews, Halton, Hall, and there's a three at the buzzer that is good for Matthews. And your other two on the floor for Gulf Coast would be number 10, Ingram, along with the big guy, Trey Gifford. Three-pointer launched. It is good, and that is the first points of the night for Vargas of Chipola. Commodores with the basketball. Gabe Vargas, 6'5" sophomore from Miami. Three-point shot launched by the Commodores. It's no good, but Matthews right there to grab the rebound, stick it back in. And keeping those Commodores somewhat close. Safadine will get it. He's in trouble, but gets it right back to Vargas. He will drive and slam it in. Gabe Vargas with back-to-back buckets for the Indians. Now with 5 points on the game. Matthews backs his way in. Puts a shot up, and it is good. Matthews has got 7 points in the last minute and a half for Gulf Coast. He's keeping the Commodores hanging around. Got a whistle underneath against the Commodore. Fourth foul on Tay Hall of Gulf Coast. Indians will get ready to inbound the basketball on the near sideline. They do so to Bell. He pulls up, jumper no good. Rebound Commodores. Matthews with it on the near side wing. Up top to Ingram. Driving, shooting, nope. Matthews dishes it off. There's a long two-pointer launched from Gifford. It's no good. Rebound Indians. Butler to Safadine. Approaching the midway mark of the second half. And we are there right now. 10 minutes on the clock. Butler drives, can't get the slam, gets his own rebound and stick back. Got to give him credit. A lot of folks, they go in for that slam, it doesn't work. They kind of get frustrated. He didn't. He stayed right with the play, grabbed the missed shot, put it in. Missed shot on the other end by the Commodores. Indians with the rebound. No look pass from Safadine into the big man Knox. He got it, tried to dish it outside and kind of reset the offense a little bit. Got a media timeout on the floor. So with 9:34 left to play in this second half, Indians leading Gulf Coast 75-61.
The two Chipola cheerleaders.
And we're just about ready to get back underway with 9:34 left in this second half. Commodores with the ball. And there's a shot. It is up and good by Forte. Got 24 points on the night, does Forte. Zach Bell with the basketball for Chipola. Driving, shooting off the glass, can't get it to go. Tip up by Curry, no good. Warren with the rebound. Puts up the shot and gets the roll. J.T. Warren. Nice hustle that time by J.T. 13 points in the contest. Chipola will commit the foul. It is going to go against Albury. That'll be his second foul. It'll belong to Gulf Coast. Missed free throw, but the rebound is grabbed by Gulf Coast. Stuck back in by Matthews. And the foul is going to go against Butler. That will be his second foul. Alex Matthews will go to the free throw line. 6'5" sophomore out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. Free throw is up and good. And he makes a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Indians with the ball. Albury brings it down quickly. Under 8 minutes to play in the contest. What was a 21-point lead earlier in the game right now is an 11-point lead. Butler drives, shoots, misses, rebound, goes to Gulf Coast. To the corner, and they're going to say Forte stepped on the baseline and stepped out of bounds. Turnover gives it to Chipola. Cliff Davis will check back into the game along with Gerald Colonel. Curry will check out, as does Butler. So Albury, Bell, Davis on the floor. That's our guards. Warren and Colonel are our big men. Foul against the Commodores. Ball will belong to Chipola. And folks, I want to make mention that we had two former Chipola men's basketball coaches hook up today in SEC basketball action as Colonel drives, and I believe will be whistled for the charge. He is called for charging. The ball will belong to Gulf Coast. So at Ole Miss, you got Kermit Davis. At Mississippi State, you got Chris Jans. Those two teams met up today, both of them former head coaches at Chipola for the men. And it was Coach Jans getting the win for Mississippi State, 69-60 win, 69-61 in overtime. So congratulations to Coach Jans, and of course all the Chipola faithful can be proud that we got two coaches, former coaches in the SEC. This is Matthews working the ball around for the Commodores. They want a three, and that is who else? Forte. And Forte with the three now. He's got 27 points. Safadine with the basketball. He'll lose it. Forte drives, shoots, and scores. 29 points for Forte. Albury down the floor quickly, and he's going to be fouled. So back to the point, we are very fortunate that we can look there and see two former men's coaches doing well in the SEC. Chris Jans and Kermit David. Mississippi State and Ole Miss represented well, and the Bulldogs get the win over the Rebels, 69-61 again in overtime. I want to thank my good friend Sandy Westmoreland for passing on that information. First free throw is up and good by Albury. The Sandman, he tunes in, and I'm sure he was probably listening a little bit earlier today to Chipola baseball on the internet. Brian Milton with that broadcast. The Sandman, well, he's done his share of broadcasts back in the day too. Albury with another free throw. He makes both of them and makes it 79-71. It's an 8-point game. Commodores can't get the shot to fall. It goes out of bounds. I believe it will belong to Gulf Coast. So we were kind of cruising along, and Gulf Coast just quietly crept back into this thing. They inbound it to Matthews. He'll hand it off. That's Halton to who else? Forte. I bet you he shoots it. Why wouldn't he? He has been red hot today. Matthews drives, reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Indians. Albury will bring it across half court. Drives to the line, dishes it to Davis for three. No good. Rebound, Commodores. Forte on the near side wing. Loses it. Now gets it back to the corner for three. It's good. Ingram with the tray. That is his first bucket of the game. Contact, blocking foul against Gulf Coast. Coach Gaffney wanting the push off against Chipola. He doesn't get the call. Jamil Safadine and Derek Butler getting ready to check back in. Let's see who will check out. So the two big guys will check out, Tay Knox and JT Warren. So Butler and Safadine join Davis, Vargas, and Albury. This is a very small lineup for the Indians. I say small comparatively speaking. It's big if you're Clint and you're 5'5". Commodores driving, shooting, and scoring. They can't miss right now, especially Forte, 31 points. He had 13 at the half. He's got 31 right now. And don't look now, folks. It's a 3-point ball game. Albury to Vegas. To Safadine in the corner. No good. I said Vegas. Should have said Vargas. So the Commodores have the basketball. They can tie this game up with a three-pointer, and that guy right there can do it. But he misses that one. First miss in a while for Forte. Albury, head fake, drive, shoots. No call. And the Commodores cannot get the slam dunk, and now they will commit the foul. And if there's ever been a demonstration of a frustration foul, that was it right there. Tay Hall could not get the dunk accomplished, and he went for the loose ball and foul. Timeout on the floor, 4:13 to play, 3-point ball game. Chipola leading 79-76. Timeout over. 4:13 left in this contest in regulation. And what was a 21-point lead is a 3-point lead. Indians at the free throw line. Cliff Davis free throw is up and good. We needed those. Davis with 4 points on the night. Chance to make it 5, but more importantly, a chance to give us a 5-point lead. Commodores with the ball. Forte with it. He's got 31 points in the outing so far. To Reed. His shot up, no good. Reed was hot in the first half, had 13 points. He has not scored in the second half. Davis drives, shoots, and he'll go to the free throw line. So Cliff Davis will go to the free throw line, 6'2" sophomore from Thomasville, Georgia. That was up Thomasville way earlier this week. First free throw by Davis is good. Not sure what that was about, but we're ready to go again. Can't get that one to fall. And the Commodores come down with it. Matthews will bring it down. He's going to drive. He shoots. It's no good. Indians with the rebound. Commodores wanted a foul there. They did not get the call. Albury with the basketball. He will drive. He shoots. Can't score. Warren went to go in for the rebound. He could not get it to flush back down. Commodores go inside. Matthews puts it in the hole. It's a 4-point game with 3:07 to play. 82-78. Gulf Coast and Chipola been doing battle since, way back in the 50s. Some things never change. We come in here 8-2 in conference play. They came in 2-7 in conference play. And here we are, less than 3 minutes to play, and it's a 4-point ball game, and Gulf Coast has the ball. All we need is the drum and the bell. 3-point shot, no good from the Commodores. And if you have to ask about the drum and the bell, well, that tells me one thing. It tells me that you are not 50 years old or older. You may not, if you're under 50, you may not remember the drum and the bell. Maybe more on that in a moment. Right now, timeout on the floor. 2:24 to play. Chipola leading by 4, 82-78. Nice crowds turned out on hand for this Saturday afternoon, early evening session of Chipola basketball. Started early today. Started about 3 hours earlier. Normally start at 5:30. Started at 2 today. Indians fall to the Lady Commodores. Men leading by 4, but Gulf Coast threatening. Matthews with the ball, and he shoots and he scores. And it's a 2-point ball game, folks. 82-80. Indians with the ball. Davis to Warren. There's the slam. We'll take the points, but we could have worked the clock a little bit too. Less than 2 minutes to play. 4-point game. Commodores with the ball. They drive in, they shoot, they score. That is Reed with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 15 on the night. 1:35 to play. Indians leading by 2. It goes without saying, we need to win tonight. We sit in first place, but a loss tonight won't help our cause. Layup won't drop for Albury. And it's a Commodore basketball. They can actually take the lead with a 3-pointer. Reed inside. Matthews driving. Collision. Contact. No call. Missed shot. Rebound goes to Chipola. Now under a minute to play. Indians with a 2-point lead. And Indians want a timeout.
Timeout Indians. 30 seconds timeout.
.47 seconds remain in the contest. Ball belongs to Chipola. We lead by 2. We inbound it to Davis. We go to Albury. He drives, he flushes. And the slam gives us a 4-point lead. Commodores with the ball. 38 to play in the game. And a whistle and a foul. Foul against Chipola. It is not the 7th team foul, so they are not shooting yet. Gulf Coast will inbound the basketball on their baseline with 36 seconds remaining. J.C. Curry going to check into the game for Chipola. Cliff Davis will check out. Commodores to inbound it. Looking. And the Indians will steal the inbound pass to Warren. Slam dunk, and the Indians have the 6-point lead. 32 seconds to play. Commodores want 3. It's good. Just like that, it's back to a 3-point ball game.
30 seconds. Full timeout.
Timeout is over. We have 23.5 seconds on the clock. They were doing some adjustments to the clock during the timeout. Not sure what all that was about. They're explaining something to Coach Gaffney. He doesn't seem to really like what their explanation is. Coach Tyndall kind of easing down from the Chipola side, saying what exactly. Now the two officials are going to chat and see if they can get this sorted out. I really have no idea what they might be discussing, what the issue is. But now they are going to talk to the scorers table. don't know if this has to do with the amount of time on the game clock or the amount of time on the shot clock, or both issues. And the official is talking to the scorer's table, the shot clock operator, the Gulf Coast scoring table, and now Coach Gaffney. Let's remind you that the Indians will not be in action during the week. They will next play on Saturday in Tallahassee against the Eagles. If they can hang on and win this, then they play for the conference championship on Saturday when they take on Tallahassee. Of course, some of that will depend on how the Wednesday night matchup between Tallahassee and Northwest turns out. So still several scenarios could play out as far as the Panhandle Conference basketball race. And we'll just have to stay tuned for more of that. And if you haven't figured out, folks, I am trying to filibuster, as they say, or trying to gab a little bit, because there is a lengthy discussion going on at midcourt or at the midcourt line in front of the scorer's table with both, oh, it's been a long afternoon, with both Coach Gaffney and Coach Tyndall. Two coaches, two officials. They're explaining all that. Now they are talking to the shot clock operator. And now, maybe I could look at something else. I'm describing all that blow by blow. Now what they have done is put 28.5 seconds on the game clock. It was at 23.5. So somewhere in that process, they found 5 seconds to put back on the clock. That doesn't help Chipola's cause. That's just 5 more seconds that Gulf Coast can try to figure out a way to pull off an upset. Either that or they're trying to figure out the best place to go eat chicken wings after the game. 28.5 on the clock. Shot clock is off. Chipola with the basketball. And Gulf Coast will foul as soon as we get it in. Cliff Davis will go to the free throw line. So Cliff Davis going to the free throw line. Cliff on the season, averaging 10 points a ball game. His first free throw is up, and it is good. It's a 4-point lead. A chance to make it 5 right here. And that is just what he does. Commodores will bring the ball down. Forte. They nearly lose it. Loose ball on the floor now. A foul against Chipola. That will meet with the disapproval of the home crowd, but it will stand. It is the 6th team foul, so Gulf Coast not in the bonus yet. So they'll inbound on the sideline. Forte with the basketball. He's going to drive, he's going to shoot, he's going to score. And with 13 seconds on the clock, it's a 3-point game. 90-87, timeout on the floor. 13 seconds on the clock and a 3-point contest. Chipola leading 90-87. It will be Indian basketball. If we can get it in, we'll get fouled. Nope, they don't foul us, and now they let about 3 seconds tick off before they got the foul underway. We'll take that. So with 10.1 seconds on the clock, it will be Davis going to the free throw line. He's been there 4 times tonight. I'm not going to jinx him. I'm not going to tell you how many he has made. But he's been to the free throw line 4 times tonight, now a 5th. Makes that one. Makes it a 4-point game, 91-87. Makes it a 5-point game. He has hit 6 for 6 from the charity stripe in this second half. Commodores with the ball. Forte spins, shoots, scores. 5.2 seconds left. Indians getting the ball in. And we get it into Bell. We get it on down the floor. And there's going to be an exclamation mark on this win. JT Warren with the slam dunk. Indians are going to get a 94-89 win over their longtime rival, Gulf Coast. The Commodores come in here, put up a valiant fight, but come up a little bit short. With that win for the Chipola Indians, they improve to 27-2 on the season. They are 9-2 in conference play. They are in first place. They will next be in action next Saturday night when they travel to Tallahassee to take on the Eagles. I want to thank all the folks with CCTV. I want to thank you most of all, the viewers and listeners. Glad you've tuned in. Until next time, so long, sports fans.